Well, as Pastor Stevenson said, this isn't about private versus public. This is just about education, period. I grew up and I went to public schools all the way through high school, and I was really lucky. I went to a great public school. My high school had physics and calculus and chemistry and anatomy and physiology and had everything I needed for college. But I think some of our schools aren't doing so well. And I think any of you who have looked at some of the schools in Jefferson County, you're like, gosh, can't we do better than this? You know, I think of the 27 failing school districts, 19 out of 27 of them are in Jefferson County. One of our former education advisors called it, said we're committing academic genocide.
That's right.
The one thing that I've found through all of my travels, and I've visited a lot of schools and read a lot about this, is every kid can succeed and every kid has potential, and we're just leaving that. We're just completely abandoning these kids. I went to Boys Latin School in Philadelphia. 100 young black men look you in the eye, shake your hand, and you know every one of them's going to college.
That's right.
Every one of them succeeding. They have no nonsense discipline. They have no drugs. They teach civics. They teach, honoring the country. They have prayer.
What a novel idea. Teach about this country.
And amazing. I visited Josephinem, a girls' school in Chicago. Same thing. 100% of these young women going to college, they're all from, great poverty, broken homes, all kinds of problems they have to overcome. Every one of them is overcoming it in a certain setting, in a certain atmosphere. I went to St. Anthony's in Milwaukee, the home of vouchers. Same thing. This was a largely Hispanic school, but largely poor kids. And everywhere across the line, what we find is, given the right sort of setting and the right kind of school, every kid can succeed. And it's an amazing thing. Anybody that ever saw the movie Stand and Deliver, Jaime Escalante went and they told them, they said, these are a bunch of kids of peasants, they can't learn. Their parents are janitors, they're not going to be able to learn. He taught them calculus, and 3/4 of them passed the entrance exam. Amazing stories. All of those exist, and yet does anything ever change in our public schools? We've been trying for a decade or more to get school choice or more charter schools, just some advancement in this state. This is really a bipartisan thing. This has nothing to do with politics. This has to do with trying to make sure the next generation has a chance and are productive, good citizens. Here in Louisville, I visited one of our young graduates of the Lincoln Foundation scholarships, and I think it's mostly an after-school program. But once again, young man looks me in the eye and says he wants to be a lawyer, and I think he's got every chance of being a lawyer.
That's right. Excellent.
But I worry about the 99 other kids who are just getting a crummy education and don't really have that, aren't seeing that sort of potential for themselves. So I want to do everything I can, and then I'm going to shut up in here because I want to learn from everybody here. We got a lot of great people on the panel,